Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my garden. This is April in the Western New York area, and so we're just coming out of some real snow. And the truth is we'll probably have at least one good snow again, maybe two. My grandma always said that it snows 3 times on the daffodils, and so it snowed once, so there could be 2 more hits, and you never know. I hope not, but it's just the way it is around here. So welcome to this morning, a cup of coffee, and we're just gonna look around of where we're at with our garden and what's why I like no-dig gardening. So one of the reasons why I like the no-dig gardening is there's very little follow-up afterwards. Now, the garden is by no means perfect, but outside of some raking, because my wind blows, west to east here. So some of the wood chips are, strewed around a little bit. There's things that are blown around, but outside of that, I can plant in here, and I love that. We have last of the Brussels sprouts up there, but we can also see what's coming in to focus here. There is garlic coming up. I put garlic down here this year so I could be aware of when the garlic scapes came in, because they're such a delicacy. So this is part of this bed is planted, and there are a few things over here. My wind charms I use to keep the animals away, particularly deer, and that got wrecked. We've had some pretty heavy winds around here, so that got destroyed. I've had this for years, so I'll have to pick up another one, and I had one here too, but so those will have to be replaced to keep the animals around. I did have some lettuce over here that overwintered, and it got nibbled on. I took the cover off right here. I took the cover off here, and something's nibbled it. I'm pretty sure it's probably rabbits. I've seen rabbits around here, so we're gonna have to do something about that at this point. But as you can see, I mean, there's a few little weeds in there, but not a ton. And that's actually a kale. And as bad as this looks, and look at this kale. Let's see if we can pull into it. As bad as that kale looks, the truth is, if you leave it alone, it'll probably flourish amazingly. And we'll have kale for our soup, spring soup. And I have another one over here. This one here actually doesn't look too bad. It's hardy. It's ready, with some trimming, that will come back and be beautiful and green. And so that's a really nice feature. We have a little bit of, right down in here, there's a whole line of spinach, but I think they've been nibbled on. So I'm probably going to cover those just once I've raked this up and taken care of it. There is some lavender plants here. I think they're going to do okay and come back. Can you hear the birds? The birds are wonderful. I know there's a little bit like thump 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 in the background, but they're fixing water lines in our village, so I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So the compost bin, I've actually got into the compost a little bit already for some plants. I want to put a rhubarb in this year. This is our asparagus bed. I think the end of April, the 1st of May, unless it gets warmer faster, we should see asparagus. This is going to be our first year to eat off of it, so we're super excited. This is a new bed here, and this is going to do winter squash. We have some of that's our land. We're going to go over it, whack it down, and use more of that space because it's very hilly and quite rocky, so the vines can just grow right over it. And we do have there is a fence line. You can't see it. It's fell down. It's in there. Because we do get traffic of animals in here. I live out in the country. So that's black raspberries, and if anyone has any great links to black raspberries and how to grow them well, I do okay with them, but not real super good. I would love to learn more. And these are my red raspberries, and so these are they have to have that second cane or second year I could really use more information on that. So if anyone has any understanding about berries, I would be glad to hear about it. As you can see, our lawn furniture still isn't out. We're just really getting outside. And what is it, April? I'm not sure what the date is. It's April 5th. So we're, it's just starting to take off. There's a lot to be done out here just in building our greenhouse and stuff, but this is why, and I'm going to express it again, why I love No Dig, because it's not hard to come out here and start planting. And I have a lot of plants inside. A lot of them are frost hardy, so I can do them. And then there's some that they'll have to wait, because I've started tomatoes early. So up here we have strawberries are coming in. It's a wood chipped strawberry area. That's where the rhubarb's going to go. And there is my garlic up there too. I put some garlic up. So let's take a look. So here is the garlic, and it's really starting to come on. So we're gonna have, we're still eating our garlic, and we're gonna have a really nice harvest this year of garlic. That's probably the last year I'm gonna do garlic here, because I'm gonna turn this pretty much into a strawberry patch with rhubarb down here. And I'll show you where our strawberries are. I cover mine in wood chip because it's the best results I've had. So even though you can't see them really good, they're coming up, and they are so amazing and so sweet. They're worth, just all I do is cover them in wood chips, and you can see the green, what is good will survive and come up. And you can see there's just little bits here and there, and this will get really full and vigorous. And so I'm going to eventually train this into a pattern and rotate them around. And then over here, this is the bed. It's going to be rhubarb. I'm hoping to get one of my grandpa's rhubarbs too. He's 99, and he has a rhubarb patch that's at least 40 some years old, and he just thrives. So I want to get that heritage plant and put it in here. So that's what's going on in the garden. It's a beautiful, warm morning. We're not expected to have sunshine today, but it's warm out. And so I just thank you for coming along. Thank you for watching my video. And I hope you have a blessed day filled with lots of joy and peace. Happy gardening.